Welcome back. I have now owned my 2023 Mercedes-Benz EQS 580 sedan for 16 months. And this month, I'm going to give you 4 updates. One, I'm going to talk about a trip I made to Vegas and a couple of elements that are relevant, I think, to you. 2, I had a software update for my suspension, we're going to talk about briefly. 3, I had an Electrify America charging experience that was amazing, and I haven't had to use Electrify America since August, so I'm going to share my experience with you, and I think you'll appreciate the improvement in the Electrify America experience. And 4th, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how fast this car is, even still, from 0 to 60. But first, as I do every month, I'm going to talk about my mileages and expenses. As of right now, I have driven 16,237 miles. And to get that far, I have only spent $544. So I am really enjoying the fact that one of the things that they advertise about electric vehicles, in addition to being quiet, is that they are month to month much cheaper to run than a gas car. We're going to start our topics off with my trip to Las Vegas with my family. We had a reunion with my 2 brothers and my parents, had a terrific time. But the parts that are relevant to you are 2 things. One, we visited the Sphere, and I just want to share with you, the screen is amazing. If you ever have a chance to go see this thing, please do. It's a high definition screen with specialized sound, and it's just amazing, impressive. And even with the video I have, it's hard for you to really appreciate what it is until you've been there. The second element that's relevant is I had the chance to rent a 2022 Lincoln Continental. Great car, top end of Lincoln's lines, and it left me more appreciative for my car than ever before. It was great, had lots of great things, but there were elements of it that made me just think how super my car is. My screens are bigger, my seats are more comfortable, and the little things that this car has made me really grateful I have it, even though the Lincoln Continental was a great car. My second topic this month is I took my car into the dealership because I had some things that weren't working right for a couple of days, and they were software related, so I wanted to have them checked out. Well, when they checked out the car, and by then the problems had resolved themselves, as they frequently do, they discovered there was a software update available, and so they provided it to me. And it was a software update for my air suspension, specifically for when you're parked and the car raising and lowering. And I discovered, yes, there is a slight, but for me, noticeable improvement in how my car drives, thanks to this software update for my suspension, which I just thought was hilarious. A software update for the suspension. About a week ago, my wife and grandson and I drove to my daughter's house for my other grandson's birthday party. He's turning 4. We wanted to be there. And so it's about 180 miles away and round trip 360 miles. So I knew I needed to recharge. There's a Electrify America station about 25 miles from the house. So I dropped my family off, had some time with the kids, and then went and got the car charged. There's Electrify America charging station in Statesville, North Carolina, and it was terrific. I was the only car there for 4 stations. I backed into one of the charging ports that said it had a 350 kilowatt charger to it. I plugged in, and as always, just magically, the car and the charging station communicated and started charging. And I started at 21%, and really quickly, my car was charging at 210 kilowatts, which was amazing to me because it's only rated for 200 kilowatts. So I was getting faster charge than the car's supposed to be able to take. In 29 minutes, I went from 21% to 83%. And I was doing about 140 kilowatts at the 60% mark, and I was still doing over 90 kilowatt charging when I hit my 83% and decided I was done because it had been 29 minutes. So a super experience, and it really made the longer trip a simple thing to do with my car, so I wouldn't have to spend 2 gas tanks full on our minivan. In fact, that one trip alone would have cost me more in gas for our minivan than I spent the whole month charging this car. So that was a terrific experience. And finally, this month, I wanted to share with you a 0 to 60 experience, and just to show you how fast these cars really are. It's 5,500 pounds. It's a luxury car, not a sports car. And so there are faster cars, clearly. But it's still fun when you can hit the gas, hit the accelerator, and throw your head back and really go. It's also helpful when traffic is tight and you need to move out of there. So I'm going to show you really quick along a stretch of road getting onto the freeway how quickly I went from 0 to 60. And that's it. Another month has passed. Next month we hit 17 months with this car, and we're almost at the 1.5 year mark, and we're still loving the car. Everything about it that I've talked about before continues to amaze. The passenger display I change on a regular basis to a picture I want from my photo library, and I really appreciate all the things this car can do for me. So until we talk again, if you have something you want us to discuss, let me know. I appreciate your positive feedback, and we'll see you again soon. And until then, you make it a great day.